Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video, we'll be implementing another amazing project called Multilingual AI Assistant with the help of Python. In our previous video, we already implemented one project called Jarvis system. Okay, like Iron Man Jarvis system we have developed. And I think you have learned a lot from that particular video. So we'll be utilizing the same concept here as well. And this particular application will be implementing, it would be a little bit advanced than your previous application you have developed, right? So here we'll be utilizing actually artificial intelligence concept. That means we'll be utilizing something called generative AI here. Okay, with the help of large language model, we'll be implementing this particular project. See, in our previous project, what was the main issue there? See, the main issue there actually, it was a conditional based programming. So based on the condition, actually it was performing the task. But what about actually any casual conversation? Okay, whatever, let's say any casual command, so it was not working in that particular point, right? So application will be implementing right now. So this will support actually all kinds of command, all kinds of language, even all kinds of casual conversation as well. So we'll be utilizing the core artificial intelligence in this particular video, and we'll be trying to implement this particular projects. And if you're not familiar with artificial intelligence, no need to worry, because here we'll be implementing the projects. Everything will be using as a practical tool. Okay, so no need to understand any kinds of theory. It's completely fine. But if you're interested learning artificial intelligence, the first thing you have to master Python. So that is what actually I'm teaching you so far. And make sure you complete this particular playlist, and after completing this particular playlist, you will become a champion inside Python, and you can switch in any kinds of domain. You can learn artificial intelligence, you can do web development, you can do software development, any kinds of domain you can switch your career. Okay, so no need to worry. Even I'll be also discussing about artificial intelligence in this particular channel itself. So each and everything will get from here only. Okay, so make sure you subscribe the channel and share this video with your friends and family. So first of all, let me tell you what is multilingual AI assistant. See, multilingual means it can support multi-language. See, previously I was working with only English language, right? I was giving the English command and all, but the application will be implementing, it can support multi-language. Okay, that's why it's called multilingual AI assistant. Okay, we'll be implementing. So I think you already know if I want to develop any project, so what are the steps we have to follow? First of all, we have to create the project folder, then we will be creating the environment, then we'll be setting some of the requirements, okay, in that particular environment. So let's perform, those are the steps. So I'm going to open up my folder, and there I'm going to open up my VS Code, and I'll be creating the environment, okay, for this particular project. Because here we are implementing another new project, so make sure you are creating a new environment, okay, for this particular project. So here I'm going to create a folder. The folder name would be Multilingual AI Assistant. Now let me just create this particular folder. Now inside that, I'm going to open up my Visual Code Studio. So let me open my Visual Code Studio. So this is my Visual Code Studio. Now let me zoom this particular screen. Yeah, I think now it is visible. Now the first thing, as I already told you, first of all, you have to create the environment. So to create the environment, so what you can do, you can open up your Anaconda prompt. Now I'll just copy this particular location and let me redirect it here. First of all, I will go to my E drive. Then I'll write the CD command. Now I'll paste this particular path. Then if I hit enter, see, now I'm inside my this particular folder. Okay, now let me make a bigger screen. Now here the first thing, we'll be creating the environment. So let me create the environment, and I think you know how to create the environment. So you have to execute the command conda create -n, give the name of the environment. Let's say this is AI assistant. Okay, AI assistant, or I can only give assistant, I think. And now specify the Python version. So Python is equal to, now I'm going to use something called Python 3.10. Okay, why 3.10? Because here we'll be working with large language model, and large language model wise we'll be using one model called Gemini. Okay, this is for Google actually. I think you know what is Gemini, right? So let me show you. So Gemini is nothing but it's a large language model. So if I search for Gemini, you will see this particular Gemini app. Okay, it is already hosted from the Google. It is like your chat GPT. Okay, so here you can also do the chat operation and all. And in the backend of this particular application, Gemini model is running. You can see Gemini model is running. Okay, so we'll be using this particular Gemini model. And if I want to use Gemini model, I have to use one Google Generative AI library. That means package. And that particular package supports Python 3.10. Okay, if you're not using 3.10, there might be some issue. Okay, that's why it's recommended to use Python 3.10. Now let's give -y. Now, if I execute this particular line, I think my environment would be created. So let's wait. So guys, you can see my environment is created. Now I have to activate. So let me copy the command and let me execute it here. Now I have activated my environment. Now what I have to do, I have to install some of the package here. So let me create a requirement.txt file here. Requirements.txt. Now inside that, I'm going to mention all the library I need for this particular project. So here the first thing we need something called speech recognition. Why? Because again we are creating an AI assistant system and it will take our command, right? So we'll be speaking and that particular speech actually it will try to recognize. And how to do the recognition? I think you saw my previous implementation, right? There I was using this speech recognition package, right? So we'll be using the same code only. Okay, here also. Then I need something called Pi audio. Okay, because if I want to use speech recognition, I need this particular package. Then I need a Google generative AI library because I told you I'm going to use Gemini model. Okay, and if I want to use Gemini model, I have to use this particular library, Google generative AI, and this package is from Google. Okay, Google itself. Then I'm also going to convert actually text to speech. That means I'm going to save that particular speech file in a MP3 file. So for this, I'm going to use this particular package called GTTX. Okay, that means Google text to speech. Okay, this library. Previously, I was using PyTTXX3. But here I'm going to use this particular GTTS. Okay, this one, because I want to show you like different packages. That's why I'm going to use this one. Then I need another package called pipwin. So if you want to use this particular GTTS, you also need to install pipwin. Then the last package actually I need Streamlit. Okay. Now you can ask me what is Streamlit. See, Streamlit is a Python actually package. With the help of Streamlit, we can create a web application. Okay, we can create a UI, that means user interface, without writing any kinds of HTML and CSS code. So I'll tell you, it's like very easy to use. Only with the help of 1 to 2 line of code, you can easily create a actually server, local server. It will look like a web application and you can create a user interface. Okay. See, previous project actually I didn't create any kinds of user interface. In this particular project, I'll show you how we can also create the user interface with the help of Streamlit in a very easy way. Okay. So these are the actually library I need for this particular project. Now let me just install them one by one. So pip install -r requirement.txt. Now if I execute, see, now all the library would be installed one by one. So again, it will take some time. So let's wait. I'll come back once this particular installation is completed. So guys, you can see all the package installed successfully. There is no error. So now let me clear the terminal and let me minimize it as of now. Fine. So now here I'm going to create a file and I'm going to again name it as main.py. Okay. So inside this particular py file, we'll be writing our code, and make sure you've selected the currently created environment. Just click here and select the environment. Let's say the environment name is assistant. And if you're not getting it, just try to refresh here. Okay. After refreshing, you will get this particular environment. Now see, everything is set. So as I already told you, we'll be using the same concept, the previous project concept actually. So whatever functionality we have written there, I can use some of the functionality here, like the take command function, because it will take my voice as an input and it will recognize that, right? So we already created that function. So let me copy paste from my previous code. So I'll open up my Jarvis, and here I think you saw we had this particular function. Okay, take command. So I'll copy this particular function as it is, and I'm going to paste it inside this particular main.py. Fine. And for this, what I need my login. Okay, login functionality as well as the speech recognition library. So again, let's copy. So here, what I will do, I will copy this speech recognition library. So here I'm going to paste. I also need to copy the login functionality. So let me also copy. So here is the log file we have written. I can copy this log as it is, and I can paste it here. Okay, for this I need login module. So let me import login. Then I also need something called operating system. So import OS as well. Fine. Now see, everything is fine. Now let me test whether everything is working fine or not. I can execute the take command function. So I'll just copy and let me just call the function here. Take command. Now if I execute my application, so Python main.py. Hello everyone. See, hello everyone is recognized. That means it's working fine. Okay. So nothing new I have just done, because I already explained this particular code in my previous project. Okay. Make sure you are watching that particular video. Otherwise, it would be a little bit confusing. So it is related to that particular implementation, because I told you we'll be implementing similar kinds of application. Okay. But it would be a little bit advanced, okay, than my previous one. That is the idea. Now in my previous application, I think you remember, we also created another function for the speak. That means it will convert my text to voice. Okay, text to voice. So now I'm not going to use this particular function, because you can see there I was using PyTTSX3 library, but here actually we'll be using something called GTTS. Okay, this particular library. So with the help of GTTS, actually we can save the audio file in a MP3 format. So let me show you how we can do it. So first of all, let me import this library. So see, if I want to import GTTS, so how you need to import, you just need to write from GTTS import GTTS. Now you can ask me why you have written from GTTS import GTTS, because see, it is the concept of object-oriented programming inside Python. Soon we'll start the OOP video as well. So there actually we'll be learning something called Python class. Okay, Python class. And inside class, we can define lots of method. So just try to remember, this is a Python class called GTTS. And inside this particular class, I'm having one method called GTTS. Okay, this is the method. And if you also search in Google, GTTS in Python. So you will also see the code snippet, how we can import it and all, everything you will get from the documentation. So here you can open up any kinds of documentation. Let's have open this documentation. And here you will see the code snippet. Now you can see everyone is importing like that, from GTTS, import GTTS. Okay, I think you got it. And no need to worry, I will also teach you this particular OOP concept, like object-oriented programming inside Python. There, this would be more clear, like how we can import anything. Okay, like that, from and import. Okay, how we can use this particular statement. As of now, just try to consider, if I want to use GTTS, I need to import like that. Okay, so fine, we have imported this particular GTTS. Now let me create a function. So this particular function will take one text and it will convert in an audio file. So let me create a function called text to speech. It will take the text as input, and what it will do, with the help of GTTS, inside that you have to define. So inside GTTS, that means inside this particular method. Okay, inside this particular method, you have to pass two things. One is the text. Okay, the text actually you want to convert in audio file. So this is the text I want to convert. And the second thing, you have to mention the language. So here you can pass English as of now. Okay, EN, that means it's an English language. Now it will give you one object. So I'll just save in a TTX variable. And simply I'll just save this particular file. Okay, so there is a method called save, and the format should be MP3. Okay, so output.mp3. Okay, or you can just write speech.mp3. Okay, now let me show you how it will work. So simply I can show you one example. Let's say, first of all, I will speak something, let's say with the help of take command, and whatever text actually I'll be getting, I'll just try to pass inside text to speech. Fine, now let me save, and if I execute the program. Hi, my name is Bappi. Now see, hi, my name is Bappi is saved inside this particular MP3 file. Now let me play and let me show you.
Hi, my name is Bappi.
Got it? That means it will try to convert this particular text to speech. Okay, and it will save in a MP3 file. That is the idea. But previously it was directly speaking with the help of PyTTSX3 library. Okay, so both are different. You have to remember. Now we'll be using these two function actually to take the command and convert any kinds of text to voice. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now here the main thing I need that large language model, like Gemini large language model, because whatever, let's say command user will give, whatever, let's say question user will ask, everything I will put in. So everything I will send to the Gemini, okay, Gemini model, and Gemini will give me the response, and that particular response I will show to the user, right? This is the idea. Now, if I want to use Gemini, so what I have to do, first of all, I need to take one API key, Gemini API key. For this, just go to Google and search for Gemini API. Okay, Gemini API. So we'll get the first website. Just try to open this particular website. And Gemini API is completely free. You don't need to pay anything. So this is the free one. Okay, we'll be using. Now just go below, and here we'll get one option called Get API Key in Google AI Studio. So let me open this particular link. And previously I already created one key, that's why it's visible here, but for you it would be empty. Now let me create a new key. Just click on create a API key. Got it. Now select the project. You can select any kinds of project. If you don't have the project, you can create a project. Okay, now let's create the API key. See, this is my API key. Just try to copy, and no need to, and don't share this key with anyone, guys, otherwise they will also access this particular model, okay, from your account. I'm showing you because I will be deleting after the recording. So now let me open up my file, and as of now, just let me save it here. As of now, I'll just save it here. Okay, that's it. Let me do the comment, or I can store it inside this particular txt file as of now, because I need it later on. That's why I just save it. Okay. Now, as I told you, to use the Gemini, you have to use one library called Google Generative AI. So let me import that library. So I'll just write import Google.generative AI, okay, as GenAI. So again, I'm giving a alias name, okay, GenAI. So now I'm going to initialize my Gemini model. So let me again create a function. So def Gemini, okay, Gemini underscore model. So it will take the user input, okay, user underscore input. User input means whatever command actually will be giving, okay, in this particular application. That means whatever things will be telling, it will come here, okay, as an user input. Now simply I just need to first of all configure the Gemini model. For this I'll just write GenAI dot configure, and inside that I need to pass my API key. Okay, now I'll copy this particular API key, I'll cut it, and here I need to mention the API key. Fine, this is my API key. So what will happen with the help of API key, it will access that particular Gemini model which is present inside the Google Cloud, okay, Google server. I have to initialize the model, like which model I want to use. I want to use the Gemini model. So I'll just write GenAI dot configure, sorry, GenAI GenAI dot generative model, and I'm going to use one model. The model name is Gemini, okay, Pro. So this model actually will be using, okay, this model actually will be using for this particular application. Now whatever input user is giving, I will simply pass this particular input from in the model. So I'll just write model dot generate content, okay, and this will take the input and it will give you the response. That means the answer, okay, of that particular question response. And from the response itself, I only want to extract that text. So I'll just write response dot text. I only need the text, okay, not anything else. Then this is my result, okay, this is my results, and simply I'm going to return this particular result. So return results, that's it. So this is a simple function I have created. Inside that, what is happening, first of all, I am configuring this generative AI, okay, with the help of this API key. That means it will authenticate with Google Generative AI. That means the Google AI Studio, there actually my Gemini model is present. Now I'm initializing the Gemini model. Then whatever question user is asking, I'm giving inside the model. Model is giving the response, and that particular response I'm extracting the text and I'm returning the results. That's it. Okay, that's it. Now let me show you how it will work. So see what I can do. I can call the function one by one. First of all, I will call the take command function, because with the help of that I will give the question. Okay, that means it will do the speech recognition, and whatever actually user is asking, and whatever question actually I'm getting from the user, I'll pass it to the Gemini model. Okay, Gemini model, it will receive the text. Okay, that means user input, and it will return the results. Okay, so this is my results. Let's say RE my results, and this particular results I'll try to convert in a or let me just print as of now. Let me just print, okay, this particular result. Now see if I execute the program. What is Python? Now see, it is giving you the entire content, like what is Python. You can see Python is a general purpose high level programming language. It can be used to develop wide range of software application. So you can ask any kinds of question right now, any kinds of question. Let me show you. What is differentiation in mathematics? See, it is giving me beautiful results. Okay, beautiful results with the example as well. That means whatever, let's say question you can pass in the Gemini app, the same question you can also ask in your application right now. Okay, the application you have created, and it will give you a very good response. Okay, very good response, and you can see the response. Now I don't need to read it. Okay, I want to listen as a audio. So what I need to do, I need to convert this particular response to a audio. So for this, what I can do, I can use this particular text to speech. So simply I can write text to speech, and whatever, let's say, result I'm getting, I'm just trying to convert it to audio file. That's it. Now see if I again execute. What is Python? See, it will take some time because whatever response it has generated, everything would be converted as an audio file. Okay, that's why it will take some time. So you have to wait to convert this particular audio file. So guys, you can see execution is done and it has generated this speech.mp3. Now if I
Python is a versatile, interpreted, object-oriented, high-level programming language frequently used for developing web applications, data science, machine learning.
So let me stop because it is around 3 minutes. Okay, because it is around 3 minutes. So as of now, let me stop it and let me close it. Okay, I think you got it. Okay, how it is working, and I already tested it. Everything is working fine. So see, now I'm not going to execute my application like that. Instead of that, what I will do, I'll just create a user interface. Okay, so for this, actually, I'm going to use something called Streamlit. So let me import the Streamlit. Import Streamlit as st. Fine. Now here, I'm going to just launch a server. So what I will do, first of all, I will create a function called main. Inside the main function, I'm going to execute my application. Okay, so first of all, I will just I'm going to launch the server of this Streamlit. For this, you can use st.title. Okay, st.title. Inside that, you can give any title. Let's say this is a multilingual AI assistant. Now see, if I execute the program, you will see that it will create a user interface. Okay, beautiful user interface for you. So now let me call the function. So I'll just call this particular function. So let me call main. Fine. Now see, if I execute the program with the help of this command, python main.py, it won't be working. So it is suggesting you have to use streamlit run main.py. So if you're using Streamlit, okay, Streamlit package, Streamlit, let's say web application. So you have to use this particular command to run your application right now. Streamlit run main.py. This is the command. So let me copy and let me run it here. Streamlit run main.py. Okay. Now see if I execute it. So it is asking for my email. I'm going to just pass it. Okay, I'll just give the enter. Now see, it is telling just allow the application. I'll do the allow operation. Now see, it will launch one web server for you. Okay, see, this is the web server and it is running on your local host. Okay, local host port number 8501. Now see, this is the title. So whatever title you have given here, okay, multilingual AI assistant, it will show here. And see, without writing HTML and CSS code, I'm able to get this particular beautiful user interface. Okay, and here you can also change the color and everything. Let me show you. So let's say if I go to the settings, so here you can change it to light mode. That means you'll see it will give you white interface, but I want to use the black interface. So this is better actually, dark one. Okay, I'll be using the dark one. Okay, so that's actually without writing any kinds of HTML CSS code, you can launch one web server and you can create a user interface. Okay, UI. That is the idea. So Streamlit is like very powerful inside Python. So it will give you lots of flexibility to create this particular web application. And going forward, we'll be using this Streamlit a lot. Okay, in our project. That's why I'm just showing you the fundamental of Streamlit, how we can use it. Okay, in this particular project. That's it. Now I'll just create a button. So if anyone click on the button, okay, so it will start listening my voice. So to create the button, so I can use something called if st. Okay, st.button. There is a method you will get called button. Inside that, just give the message. Let's say I will give ask me anything. Okay, and if you press the button, okay, if you click on the button, so what will happen? It will give a message. Okay, it will show one message like listening. So with for this actually I'll be using something called spinner. Okay, spinner. So spinner, what it will show you the loading message. Okay, loading message. Let me show you. So here I'll just give a message called listening. Okay, listening. That's it. Now inside that, I'm going to call my take command function. Okay, the take command function we have written. So let me call it. So it will return me text, and I'm going to call this particular take command function. and whatever, let's say, text I'm getting, I'm going to just print it here. That's it. Now let me execute the application and let me show you how it will work. See, to rerun this particular application, just try to click on the rerun. So it will load the new changes. That means whatever code you have changed, okay, it will reload that particular code. So see, if you just refresh this page, actually, I will see your new change would be updated. So whatever button we have added, now see, it is showing here. Now if I click on the button, it will start recognizing my voice. Let me show you. Hi, how are you doing? See, completed. Now if I open up my terminal, you can see this particular message. Okay, that means everything is working fine so far. Now let me get back to my code. Now what I will do, the text actually I'm getting, first of all, I will give this particular text to my Gemini model. So I'll just call Gemini model. Inside that, I'm going to pass this particular text. So it will give me something called response. Okay, so response. So this response I will give to my text to speech. Okay, text to speech function. So it will try to convert this text to voice. Okay, in MP3 file. I think you know. Okay, this will try to convert. Then what I will do, I'll try to show this particular MP3 file in my user interface. So for this, you have to write this particular code snippet. Let me show you. See. So display audio player and download the link. You can also download that particular audio. Okay, it is also possible. It's a very simple code with the help of Streamlit we are doing. So first of all, we're opening this particular file. You can see speech MP3 in a read binary mode, because I told you if you want to open up any binary file, you can use this RB mode. Okay, that time. Then I'm reading this particular content. Okay. Then you can see text area. Why I'm taking the text area? Because whatever response actually I'm getting, I also want to show this particular response inside my user interface. Okay, it will create a text area. Inside that, it will print all the messages, and this is the size of that particular text area. Now see, inside Streamlit, you are having audio function. Inside that, you have to give this particular audio byte, and format is MP3. Okay, audio MP3. So this will automatically render that audio there, and you can also download. Okay, there is a download button I'm adding. Label is download button. You can see download speech. So audio byte, it will download. That means this particular file it will download, and the file. And here I am passing the audio bytes. That means the bytes actually I'm reading after reading. That means the bytes actually I'm getting from this particular file. So this is the data, and the file name is speech.mp3. Okay, this particular mp3, and it is a mp3 format. Okay, so these are the code snippet you have to write. Now you can ask me why I got this particular code. Simply go to the Streamlit documentation. Okay, Streamlit documentation. Okay, like how to create the button, how to create a download button. Okay, everything they have mentioned in that documentation. Just try to go ahead and try to see. Okay, and I'm sharing the simple code with you, so no need to check the documentation as well. If you want to use it, you can use my code as well. Fine, that's it. Now see, everything is fine. Now if I save this particular code, and now if I get back to my user interface again, let me refresh. Now see, everything is fine. Now again, I'll give the input. See what will happen. What is Python? So guys, now you can see I'm getting the response here. You can see this is the response, complete response, and this is the text area. The text area I was talking about, I think I remember. Here is the text area. Okay, text area, and this is the height of the text area. Inside that, all the response actually I can see. Okay, and this is my audio file. Now I can also play this particular file.
Python is a general purpose, high-level, interpreted programming language. It is designed to be both easy to read and easy to write, and it is often used for developing.
Okay, so you can hear the complete audio. I'm going to stop it right now. Now see, if I want to download the speech, I can also do it. So download it. So you can see this file is downloaded. Now I'll open it, and I can also play it here.
Python is a general purpose, high-level, interpreted web programmers to learn and use the language.
I think you got it right, how to download it as well. Now see, I can also give the command in different languages also. So let me just give Kaise ho aap? See, I just ask in the Hindi, and I'm getting the Hindi response as well. Then you can also ask something in a different language as well. Let's say Spanish, China, anything you can ask, because it's a multilingual AI assistant we have developed. And in the backend, we're running Gemini model. Okay, so that is how actually we can implement with the help of artificial intelligence. And it's like very interesting concept. Whenever you'll be learning in future, you will get it. So we'll be learning so many things inside AI as well. You can follow this particular channel for this. We'll be also bringing lots of content related AI. So yes, we have developed this particular amazing project, guys. I think you like this particular project. And now what you have to do, see the previous project, actually you have learned this particular Jarvis. Okay, so here you have to add this particular user interface with the help of Streamlit. I think I already showed you the Streamlit. Okay, how to use the Streamlit. Another functionality you have to add, the function I have written here. So this particular function, this Gemini function, that means whatever user is giving any casual message, it's giving me the response, okay, from the model itself. This functionality you have to add in the Jarvis AI, okay, Jarvis project as well. So this should be your task, guys. So please try to do it. Please try to attempt at least. If you're not practicing by yourself, if you're not writing the code, it would be a little bit difficult for you. Okay, so try to just modify, try to add some more features in this particular project and all, then definitely you will be learning a lot. Okay, so yes, this is all from this particular video. I hope you like this. So thank you so much for watching this particular video, and I will see you next time.